Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, 60 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And this carries into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Second and 8. Jackson forced out to his left. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 29-yard line.
Geez, I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but, you know, if you wanted proof of his straight-line speed, look no further.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson will look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8
yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
First down, Ravens.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Jackson steps away to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens nothing.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Jackson from the shotgun. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7.
Let's pick it up.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
Now Murray. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray again. This is Drake. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Running for the shotgun with Drake. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 23. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Cardinals have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
And a great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
14, Ravens 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Come on, guys, let's go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
He finds an opening past the 40. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And his maximum speed there, according to the next-gen stats, 21.9 miles per hour.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At the 30-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Baltimore.
They run the counter. Dobbins. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this? We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score is Cardinals 21, Ravens 7. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
And the Ravens first down.
From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. He'll run it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews.
And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
On the option, it's Murray.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Ravens Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw it, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Back to throw. Murray sliding out of the pocket. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Murray. Buying time to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Pass and now off to the races down the right side. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work this? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some range. Got a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her. How I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half. Had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex. I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different. So I asked. Can I?
Hey. Could count on my power and look at my dogs. Way back then, you could claim what you saw.